So now we're looking at Caraibe, again, another 66% chocolate there.
Yeah, so learning about percentages, both 66, different origins, different blends. This one isn't saying the country it's from, which means it's still a Grand Cru chocolate, which for Valrhona means the very best quality cocoa beans you can get. But it's a blend, so a blend of beans from wherever Valrhona decided they're from. Sweet spices, so we've got the spicy notes again. Roasted bitterness. Now, roasted means we should taste some of the roasting of the bean, the cooking of the bean. And the bitterness should be well balanced. So it should have some robust notes in it, but let's see if we get the sweet spices as well.
Thank you. So you can smell that roasted flavour straight away when you smell the fats.
Yeah. So we should. And it looks a little bit darker on the colour as well.
Mm. See, again, the texture is quite different to what you previously tried there. It's not quite crumbly, it's not quite snappy, it sits somewhere between.
Takes a bit longer to melt.
Mm. So I don't get much bitterness there, personally, but it is very smooth for something that smells so roasted.
Yeah. I don't get a lot of bitterness either, but that's not saying it's wrong.
Mm.
But for the 66% blend, in relative company to all the other products Valrhona have, it is.
Yeah.
But the 70% here, I don't think this is stronger than that being a 70%. The character of this is, the 70% doesn't mean it's a stronger flavour, which is what we have traditionally been brought up to believe, that the higher the percentage, the stronger the flavour. For me, that 70 is not necessarily stronger than that. It's a different character to it. This, for me, is slightly drier on my mouth at the end. But then when something's drier, your brain kicks in and produces saliva, which dilutes the flavour.
Yeah. I think such a great way of describing it too is just different character.
It is.
Even though, you know, someone who may be not familiar with cocoa percentages, to look at it, they will think, well, they're going to be pretty similar.
Yeah.
But they're all wildly different characters so far.
Yeah. I think this is great for the baker and the patissier, particularly if you're doing pain au chocolat or anything baked with chocolate on it as part of it, because it is robust enough and you're not going to lose any of the single origin delicate nuances like the others we've had so far, because this is a blend. So it's a bit more stable in my view, where if you're making a pastry, a tart, a dessert, it's going to deliver this reliable, chocolatey, slightly bitter, but not burnt in any way flavour. So when I taste that, I think pain au chocolat in my head. That's my pastry chef brain going, that's the chocolate in pain au chocolat. That's the chocolate in a baked French piece of patisserie, or on top of an eclair. Whereas the others for me aren't. And that's how your brain ends up working when you learn all the couvertures. You start to go, that's definitely for that, that's for that, that's for that.
You find yourself placing them based on the knowledge that you already have.
Exactly, yeah. And when it comes down to it, you buy and use what you like to taste and eat.
Perfect.